In this video, we're going to have a look at adding two numbers together, both with and without decimals. We're going to use a column method to work out our two answers. Now, the way that you lay your column addition out is really important to make sure you get the correct answer. Have a look at how I've done it in my first example. It's really important to consider the place value of each digit and make sure you align the numbers in your addition correctly. For example, the 8 and the 4 in the first question are both units, so they should be aligned to the right in the column addition. Likewise, the 1 and the 7 are both tens, which is why they're aligned in the middle. If you have any empty spaces in your columns, you can add a 0 into the empty spaces as a placeholder to help you work out your answer. Now that we've laid our question out correctly, we can start adding the columns together, but it's really important that you start from the right hand side. So firstly, we have 8 add 4, which is 12, so I'm going to put the 2 in the units column, and the 1 I'm going to carry over into the tens column. Next, I have 1 add 7, which is 8, plus the 1 that I've carried over makes 9 in total. And finally, in my last column, 2 add 0 is 2. That gives me a final answer of 292. I can use a similar method to work out my second question that has decimals in. Again, the way you lay out your question is really important. Have a look at how I've done it for the second example. When there's decimals, you always need to make sure that the decimal points align in your column addition. This should also help to make sure the place value of each digit is aligned in your addition correctly. So for example, the 9 and the 3 are both units, which is why they're aligned. And likewise, the 4 and the 8 are both tenths, which is why they're aligned. As with before, you can add zeros as placeholders into the empty spaces in your columns. So we can put one here, and we can put one here. And now that we've set up our question correctly, we can start adding the columns together. Remember, it's really important to start from the right hand side. So to start off with, we have 0 add 2, which is 2. Next we have 4 add 8, which is 12. So I'm going to put the 2 in this column, and I'm going to carry the 1 over into the next column that has numbers in. That's because we need the middle column for our decimal point. Remember, the decimal points always have to be aligned, even in our answer. Next, I need to do 9 add 3, which is 12, plus the 1 that I've carried over gives me 13. So I'm going to put the 3 in this column and carry the 1 over. Finally, 1 add 0 is 1, plus the 1 that we've carried over gives us a 2 in the final column. That means that our final answer is 23.22.